Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's been a while. I've been totally busy. As you know, I'm a almost new mom, but I have to get everything in order and it's been a lot. I've been doing other things, I've been working, I've been, so much to do, and I'm trying to balance everything. So hopefully by next year sometime I'll get back on track with everything is on schedule and doing things easily. So in today's video I'll be talking about tips for a newbie in Denmark. As I'll everything I'll tackle, I'll use my experience coming to Denmark as at to create the tips, so it can help someone out there. I don't know what's the reason bringing you to Denmark, whether you're married. I came because I was married. Some people are coming for work, some people are coming for education, for school, different reasons. So whatever is bringing you, you know better. But these tips, they'll be general, but some are from my experience. So just to make sure that someone out there coming to Denmark for the very first time keeps these tips in mind. So first and foremost, I'm going to start. It may not be the most important point, but I'll start with that because I really suffered with the cold coming to Denmark. For those who know me, I was more of a party girl, or before I left Uganda. So most of my clothes were, even without being a party girl, as a PR in a club. So, and head of marketing. So definitely most of my clothes were party like and very light. So they were not warm enough. It goes without saying that there's nothing like bad weather, but there's something like bad clothing. And it's true. So I came all the way from Uganda. It wasn't bad. Maybe we landed. I was in transit, so maybe the other countries we passed were warm too, until we reached Netherlands, if I remember correctly. So I was, like I said, I was in transit. So somehow I end up in, and it was my first trip in Europe. I'd been out of Uganda, but I'd just been to Nigeria. So coming to Europe was like my second trip out of Uganda, and it was like coming to Denmark, and it was like my huge, it's far away, it's a different continent and everything. So we reached Netherlands. I'm in the plane, and what's interesting is that the people in the plane were adding the AC on, and I was freezing. By the time my husband picked me at the airport, I was nothing. And I remember I was so slim. I was about 48 kilos coming to Denmark. Now I'm about 60 or 70. I don't even know. I don't have time to check for my weight. I know I should keep a routine, but I really don't think it's so important, as long as I am keeping fit and healthy. So I was very tiny, so at least if the warmth, the heat, the cold is going to hit you, I think it's best it hits you when you a bit fleshy. So the fat can at least help you with the cold, not when you're skinny and very tiny. So anyway, when they picked me up, I was freezing. So tip number one is, please carry warm clothes. If possible, don't carry anything light. If you're to carry it, just carry one or two. Because funny enough, the winter in Denmark, okay, the past summers have been really good, but the winter in Denmark is very interesting. So in 1 minute it's cold, it's warm, and in 1 second it's shifted. So you have to be very keen and careful. So I've learned it the hard way. I learned the hard way. So every time I have something warm with me, whether it's summer and shining how, yes, you should have those light clothes, but there should not be so many like the warm one. So make sure you pack very warm clothes. So tip number two, if you can, in your capacity, I know most people cannot, make sure you learn some few Danish words because in Denmark they speak Danish. So most people don't know that. I never knew that. Okay, I've heard of languages like French, German, but I want to be honest, I didn't know. I knew Denmark, but I didn't know they speak Danish. I thought everybody speaking English. Okay, worst case scenario, uh, Tusk. I want to say Tusk. That's in Denmark. We call the Germans. We call German Tuskland. So I'm stuck a bit with some Danish words here and there. So maybe you're speaking German or French, but I didn't know almost every nation in Europe is speaking their own language. So if I had known, and my husband did not tell me, weird. So if I had known, I would have learned some words. But nevertheless, when I reached here, he enrolled me for, they call it sports school. It's like a language school in the language school here. You get to learn how to speak Danish. So there are many levels, about 6 levels. I finished all the levels. I finished up to level 6 and even got an award from the state because I really performed so good. The award was surprising. It was a lot of money and I didn't expect it. I just got a phone call. So it's a big step. Model 6 is a big step because it's called, some people call it Model 6, some people call it PD2. So I feel like I still need, I'm in the process. There's nothing like all the Danish, not unless you are born here or you've been raised here. But it's a process, and I'm very sure it's a continuing learning process till maybe, I don't know, maybe you die. But I don't think you can ever perfect it if you are not born here or raised here. So, nevertheless, if you don't learn those few Danish words from wherever you're coming from, make sure that when you reach here, you enroll for the Danish in a Danish school. So it depends on how you come. Your enrollment will depend on your circumstances. So don't go around asking people, how did you get in the school? How did you do this? Be careful, not be careful, but try to make sure that you can ask them, how did you come to Denmark? Did you come to school? Did you come married? People are coming from different reasons, and in Denmark they are almost tackling you according to where you come. So your situation may be different from someone else. Some people are paying, some are not for this language school. Some are not paying because your family, maybe you're coming family verification or different things, and others have to pay. But at the end of the day, I'm told you get your money back. So it depends on what brings you to Denmark. So number 3, get that CPR number. So in order to do anything vital here, maybe get your yellow card, which is like a health card, or get a job, which is so important because living in Denmark is very expensive and you need that job. So I don't know which job you're getting or how you're going to get it or what you're going to do, but try to get a job if you can. If you're obliged and you have the opportunity, do a course, whether it's more excuse me. So it's winter again, so you're going to excuse me. I'm having a cold as usual. Winter is starting, so this is what is going to happen. So if you can and are wise enough, do a course. Because when you're coming to Denmark and they rent your papers, let's say I'm coming from Uganda. When they look at my papers, I had the second degree upper. I mean, I had a bachelor's degree, but I had the second degree upper year, which means I almost got a first class, but I missed because I was so busy partying and being happy with my friends. But that doesn't matter whether first class or second. What matters is who you are and where you're heading and the opportunities and blessings. So basically, do a course. I don't know. do a course of something you love or desire. Don't think about what people are going to say, or people this, people that. I'm not a people person. I do what I love and what I feel like doing. So, but so many people hear people this is too for my ears. So anyway, just do a course of what you love. So whatever you love will get you to where you're going. So if you've done the course, if you can do it, but now you're going to enroll in the language school, so maybe you may not have time for again another course. So I think the best thing to do would be to go to Danish for Danish classes, and then get a simple part-time job, maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. It's up to you, really. I can't really speculate or I tell you what to do, because you know your life better, so, and you know what you have to do better than I do, so you have to plan. So the next will be, I know most people are going to laugh, but I think if you're living in Denmark, it's very vital, not just important, but vital, to buy a bicycle. Even if you have a Range Rover or you have the biggest car, trust me, you need that bicycle in Denmark. It's the most important means of transport here in Denmark. And if you can afford, buy a e-bicycle like mine. Sorry, but I know most people don't know the e-bicycle, but it's like a e-bicycle is a bicycle with battery. So it means you get to charge it, and it's like electronic bicycle. And here in Denmark, I think we have the best bicycles. They are the best. And riding a bicycle is the best and sweetest, with our bicycle lanes, our our prestigious bicycle lanes. In Copenhagen, they made sure that the bicycle lanes are prestigious, and I love it that the people driving have so much respect for people who are biking, and the same respect the people who are biking give to the people who are walking. So basically, the people who are walking have more respect than anyone on the road. So that's the good thing about Denmark. Respect, 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 and the whole system is moving smoothly. So the reason you have to have that bicycle is parking in the city center. For example, I work in the city center, and I'm just going to say, having a car while you're going to work and you work in the city center is like tormenting yourself, or just giving yourself unnecessary expenses, because parking your car, the amount you pay per day for parking can equate, if you're not careful, to an amount that can even buy another car. Yes, bicycles are expensive too in Denmark. For example, some bicycles. I'm not going to talk about my bicycle, because people will say, "Oh, you're bragging." No, and I don't like a bragging. So some bicycles can cost up to maybe 50,000 kronas, which is about, I don't even know, almost like 60 million Ugandan shillings, or 50. I'm just estimating, but they can be really expensive, but they're worth it, because then you park it and no one is telling you anything about parking fees or anything. And also you can move about in the city easily, because where there's traffic, with the bicycle you can maneuver over and just go. So everything is swift and fast and easy for you. So it's just up to you, is my advice. And the reason you need the CPR number too, I forgot, is then you can't get a job anywhere. Even the worst job in Denmark, you have to have a CPR number. So you just have to make sure it's one of the most important things you get before anything else when you reach in Denmark. So definitely there are some other tips or other important things you need to know when you're coming to Denmark, but maybe I'll miss out some. And if I remember some or miss out some, I will definitely do a tips for you for a newbie in Denmark part two. So I think that's how it will work. So the other tip is learn some obvious words. Please learn some obvious words. It's very simple. For example, uh if you want to say thank you, learn the obvious words. I'm going to use the golden words. For example, thank you is tak, as simple as that. If you want to say thank you so much, you can say money tak. So it just depends on the situation. I would have the next golden word is please, but is there a Danish word for please? Maybe unsku, like so, but then again, unsku is sorry. So, but at least you need to learn those obvious words. So, what else? Sorry. What's the Danish word for sorry? Is unsku. So I'm just saying, and then what would be the other words? Like, of course, sufulil, and just learn and to talk about who, maybe to say girl, you say hun, and the man han, and the child born. All these simple words you just need to learn. Maybe next time I'll make a video where I start by talking about teaching a bit of some obvious or phrases or verbs or pronouns or nouns in Danish. So I think that would be nice for, especially for people who want to come to Denmark or visit Denmark. It will feel very nice. If you want to ask a Danish person or ask foreigners in Denmark or anyone, and you do it in Denmark, Danish people love that. Because rather than in English, and it will be easy for you because maybe you want to ask something important and you meet some Danish who doesn't know English. There are some who don't, so I think it will be very important to know some Danish words. And then number four, I hope you're number four. Excuse me. Don't expect so much to make friends. Just come as you are. Target in your mind with your business, whatever is bringing you. Focus on that. If you make friends, well and good. If you don't say I didn't tell you. I'm just saying. So I think that will be it. So your I've given you some tips about, and also I think it's important if you um get a small job. I'm just saying, while you wait for your CPR number or when it has come, just get a simple job. Don't wait for the big manager jobs or director jobs or CEO. Just get a simple job for the start, something you can do, maybe au pair, babysit. You can come babysit for me, for example. I'm joking. I love taking care of my kids myself because my kids are like, it's like me. So I don't know why I would give that responsibility to someone else. But even if I was so busy, but I'm just saying, who knows? Time may come, opportunities may come, and you need someone to take care of them. So I'm just saying, get a small job, and then please and please, maybe this is maybe the most important. Be obedient, obey rules, don't be a lawbreaker. Denmark is so beautiful and lovely country, but I'm very sure, on the other hand, if you break the law, you won't love it because they love the system to work. They love things to be done in a particular way, and which I love about this country. Everything moves smoothly because we are all nice. I'm joking. Well, definitely law breakers, but I'm just saying the system works. So obey rules. And the more reason you have to obey rules is because if you don't, for example, if you're getting a job, sometimes I think my first job they ask for this how do you call it? They ask for police, like a letter coming from the police to say that the letter should state that you've not committed any crimes before. You're getting, so this is the more reason you have to make sure that you're crime free. Otherwise, your life turns upside down. If you can't get a job, then what? There's no. Then you won't enjoy Denmark, or you won't live peacefully. And then there's, if with time, there's what they call inbox. If you get that, make sure you check your inbox for important messages from the state, from your bank, from different institutions, and different tax, from the tax office of we love taxes in Denmark. So I'm just saying, so then you can live your life peacefully, and keep informed about what's happening. Rules change here, and the rules here are real. They're not like, for example, my country, Uganda, we really follow the rules. So try to do that, and all will go well with you. And then, of course, follow the traffic rules, the traffic lights. In my country, the traffic lights are like policemen in Uganda. So here the traffic lights really work, and you need to follow them. So there's nothing like you. I also hear that some European countries where people just move, even the light is okay. Let's say the light is on red, and you feel like there's no on green, and you feel like there's no car coming, and you're like, okay, let me just walk fast. I think it's you. I think you should not risk that here in Denmark, because that's not how it works. You have to just follow, and above all, just come when you're come to Denmark and feel at home, because I'm telling you, the security here is amazing. Even my baby can sleep outside and I'll be here, and I'll be very sure nothing is happening. No, nothing, no kidnappers, nothing is happening outside. So make sure that you keep, keep in touch, keep you updated with what's happening. And I hope you enjoy your stay if you're coming to Denmark. And if you've not been to Denmark, please come and visit. It's a very beautiful country, as beautiful as you can see me shining. I'm joking. Anyway, it's a very beautiful country. Very, I think, best country, Denmark. So thank you for having tuned in to watch my video. For those who are, for the returning subscribers, I thank you so much. You're amazing. And it's December. Ah, if I don't get time to come again, I wish you a happy Christmas and a happy new year to you and your family. Enjoy. And for the new subscribers, thank you, and keep tuned in. And well, have a good day and stay blessed. Bye.